What's up everybody, Thomas Barkasi coming back here with another Flesh and Blood video. And on today's video, I'm going to ask the question, is Arcane Rising? Mr. Emperor here, Mr. CNC Man, is Arcane Rising undervalued? So this is my unlimited rainbow foil collection set. Upside down cards are not rainbow foil, they're just non-foil, so I need to get the highest quality of that card in the future. I just don't have it yet. Let's start out with the boxes. TCG Player, 118.74. This is early March, March 3rd, 2023. Arcane Rising Box Unlimited, 118.74. Arcane Rising Booster Box Case Unlimited, 442.96. Eye of Ophidia, 444. So this is basically the same price as a case. That's where a lot of other fables are. I think the boxes are undervalued. I think those cases are undervalued. I think the Eye of Ophidia is undervalued. I think a lot of the Majestics are undervalued, and a lot of the Legendaries are also undervalued. And I'll give you a few examples why. One, I've been playing since December 2021. I've walked into quite a few different LGSs. It's very hard to find Arcane Rising product, the singles, the boxes, or the cases. And those have continued to dry up over the last year. 2, it's out of print. 3, you're lucky if you get your 1 legendary per case. Maybe if you get really lucky, you'll get 2, but how often does that happen? Very rarely. And then sometimes you can open a case and get 0. For Welcome to Wraith and Arcane Rising, you're getting about roughly 2 Majestics per box and 6 super rares per box, so that gives you 8 Majestics for the case. Unlike now where you can get 7 to 9 Majestics per box, you're only getting 2. So let's talk about Teklo, Foundry Heart, 109.99, so 110 bucks. Undervalued? Yes. Out of print, not that many boxes. Didn't get the big restock that Welcome to Wraith did for Farewell to Welcome to Wraith. I don't believe it's anywhere near as printed as Unlimited Monarch or Unlimited Tales of Aria. So 110, it's really the only chess piece for Dash. It's really the only Mechanologist Legendary card. At least that can come to my mind. We haven't been to metrics yet. Dash has gotten some random support from here and there, like the Pulse Wave Harpoon. We got this nice juicy playmat right here. Absolutely beautiful. We know that the Dash cards did go up when Dynasty was released, when spoiler season was going on. Everybody was really excited for Dash. High Octane, Teklo Corp, Maximum Velocity, they all went up. They have since dropped back down. High Octane's going for 10 bucks. Teklo Corp is going for 11. That's for the non-foil version. Maximum Velocity is a couple of dollars. They were like, these two were like 20 bucks a piece, but they've gone back down to like 9 and 10. Maximum Velocity, a few bucks. You'll probably get 1 Teklo Core in the case, so 10 bucks, undervalued. High Octane, undervalued. Spark of Genius, a $4 card. Great card for tutoring your different items. I think all the items are undervalued. They're the only items we have. It's hard to find this set. If you don't have these cards, I would just pick up a play set because they're a few dollars each. They're super cheap. Induction Chamber is going to cost you $1.25, $1.50 for 1, so it's going to be $4.50 plus shipping. Like, come on, super cheap. These are just commons and rares, no big deal here. Skullbone Cross Wraps. There's already 2 legendary headpieces for the Ranger, the other one being New Horizon. That card's like $200 for Rainbow Foil, $300-ish for Cold Foil. Skullbones was like a $30, $40 card for a very long time. A lot of people weren't playing Azalea, people were dunking on her, saying she's not very good. And she wasn't showing up competitively, wasn't top 8 events, wasn't winning anything. So $30, $40 card. Outsiders gets, leaked out there, not leaked out there, but spoiler season's coming and it's hype season and they go, hey, there's gonna be Azalea, there's gonna be Riptide. Riptide looks awesome. Skullbone jumps up to like 100, is now sitting at $68.99 to like $72 depending on the day. I don't think they'll make a 3rd legendary headpiece, that'd be crazy because there's other equipment Ranger needs. 70 bucks. Once again, I'm gonna go ahead and say that's undervalued. I think any legendary under 100 bucks for these old sets is undervalued, especially if they can be playable. If the Skullbone can be playable with Azalea in the next month or so when Outsiders come out, you're not gonna be able to pick that up for $68.99. If she starts top 8ing Callings, or she tops 8s Pro Tour 3 or Road to National season, Skullbone's gonna go through the roof. 3 of a kind's extremely powerful, and you can pick it up for $9.20. Undervalued, yes. If you don't have a playset, pick them up. Endless Arrow, like a $4 card. If you don't have it, pick it up. It's great. Knock the Death Whistle. Honestly, I don't play with Azalea. I watch Levi play games because I'm close to Chicago, but it's $1.21. I don't know how relevant that is, but if you have any interest in playing Azalea in the future, you might as well pick them up while they're $1. Same thing with these Rapid Fires. I don't think Rapid Fires played in any of these decks, but if it's gonna cost you $1, $3 for a playset, you might as well just pick them up. Super cheap. Grabs to the Arcane. All right, so when Chain was destroying everybody, and Viserai was OTKing people with Sonata, Rune Chant, Bloodsheath Skeleta, Graph super expensive. Recently it has gone up. This was like a $68, $70 card for many, many months. And just over the last couple of days, it's gone up to $95.58, so $96, because someone bought a couple and wow, okay, let's take a look. Yeah, there was definitely a buyout on Grasp. Let's go March 1st to March 3rd. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Now these are $95 a piece. And honestly, it's too cheap because this is gonna block 3 over the course of a game and make Rune Chants. Like, come on. What was it like 6 months ago? 6 months ago, it's a $90 card. What if we go back a year? 110, 130, 150 bucks, March 2022, 175. That's just one change destroying everybody in Viserai's a menace, and then Briar's doing Briar things. So this card has room to grow. I think 100 bucks, 96 bucks, still too cheap. If you don't have one, I'd pick one up. Arknight Ascendancy, that's a few bucks. You don't have a playset, you might want to play. It's a Viserai specialization, so Viserai only, not Rune Blades, but just Viserai. If you ever want to play that in the future, pick them up. Mordred Tide, super good. Cost you a few bucks. What do we got here? $4 a piece or so. $2.99. If you don't have a playset, pick it up. If you're gonna buy a box for $120 and you get one Mordred Tide, you can just pick up the playset for 10 bucks. Like, come on. Ninth Blade, super cheap. Become the Arknight, super cheap. Tome of the Arknight, super cheap. These cards are less than $3 a piece. My TCG player. Pick yourself up a playset for less than 10 bucks for each of the cards, and then you have everything you need. Worst case scenario, they go down a few cents, not a big deal. Stormstriders. If you ever played against a wizard, Kano or Icelander, you know that Stormstriders for $126 is undervalued because Stormstriders is broken, and this card is hella good. And in my opinion, this card should easily be 200 plus all day long. If New Horizons 200 plus, Stormstrider needs to be 200 plus, because this allows Icelander and Kano to kill you on their turn and to kill you on your turn, and you don't have a say. Stormstrider is super broken, super busted. That's why they banned it in Blitz for a little bit, and then they brought it back. But I've definitely died way too many times to Stormstriders because it's a phenomenal card. They're not going to power creep Stormstriders. Like, what world would we live in where they power creep Stormstriders? And it's like, it's going to be relevant for a long time. Kano's not going to LL anytime soon. Icelander might LL, but then we have the Living Legend format in the future, and your Stormstriders are going to be fine. I cannot imagine Stormstriders going down to like 100 bucks, 80 bucks, 60 bucks, 126. I think that's really cheap. If I didn't have a set and there was any chance I'd play Wizard in the future, I'd pick it up. Same thing, Blazing Aether, that's a last, the Aether Wildfire into any type of spell into the Blazing Aether just wrecks people. So that's a main piece for a couple bucks. Get yourself a playset. $2.39. Sonic Boom, $2.50. Pick it up. Fork Lightning, I don't see too often played. Probably why it's a, $1, $2 card. If you want it, you might go Wizard in the future, pick it up. Lesson Lava is only $1. Like, come on, man, that's too cheap. That's a tutor card. Absolutely bananas. Fork Lightning's 40 cents. The Tome there, everybody uses. Kano uses. They Kano into a Tome to draw all types of stuff to draw. And then they have like 8 blue cards on their pitch stack, and then they come around and kill you like 4 turns later. Pick them up with your tomes, super good. The rest of these are just rares and commons and stuff. Skullcap makes me so sad. Skullcap was huge when I started in December 2021. It was like the card, it was like $200, 175, maybe 150. And now it's a sad $58.99. So, if you are an experienced player, if you have a Crown of Providence, I would not recommend picking up a Skullcap. We know that Crown of Providence is the card. It's been the card since Uprising came out. And that's what all the competitive decks are playing. But if you're a newer player, or if you're more of a budget player, the Skullcap for $60 is really cheap because it's still super powerful, still gonna block 3 over the course of the game, and potentially you get to turn on that AB3. Might not be so relevant, but there is a lot of Icelander going around. Kano never really turns on because you're never really lower life than Kano until they Kano combo you and you die, and you go from like 34 health to 0 in 1 turn. But the Skullcap, $60, you don't have a Crown of Providence, that's a pretty solid alternative, not gonna lie. All right, Command and Conquer. There you go, Mr. Command and Conquer, the Emperor himself. $86 on TCG Player. Oh, 84. 84 is the low. Art of War, $60 is the low. Now, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. This card is the best Majestic in the game. $84, not overpriced. If this card was $100, $120, people still need a play set. It's still phenomenal. And if you've never pummeled a CNC off of a Tunic counter pitching a blue, you do not understand how broken CNC is. Art of War, $60, undervalued. I think Art of War in time will be more expensive. Yes, more expensive than Command and Conquer. And let me tell you why. This is basically a chain specialization in any aggro deck's best dream. The banish, draw 2, give something go again, make your attacks +1. Like, this card's broken, chain's gone. We're gonna get another chain. Dawn Till Dusk has been announced. We're gonna have the LL format, which could potentially come in 2023, according to James White during his fluke interview for the Calling Auckland, if not 2024. If a future hero does anything with the banish zone, or it's just top tier like Chain was, Art of War is going through the roof. So in my opinion, $60 is too cheap. Pursuit of Knowledge costs you a few bucks, maybe like $4 or $5. I think that has a lot of room to be broken in the future, and we'll see what that card does. Chains of Eminence, nope. Rusted Relic, fun fact, I don't even own a Rusted Relic, but it's like a penny. Could it do something in the future? Probably not, but you never know. I need to pick it up because it's so cheap. It'll probably cost me like a couple bucks and the foil. You got any cards you need Plunder Run? Red Plunder Run? I think we'll get it back eventually. If not, it'll be available in LL. It'll probably go ham with heroes like Briar or 1/5 makes it to the LL. Plunder Run's gonna be good. It's a rare, it's super cheap. Probably cost you $1 to pick up 3 of them. Might as well have it. And I think that's it for the spike. Ooh, yes, Fate First Scene. Fate First Scene is like a good $1, $1.50, depending on the day for each copy. And honestly, if that doesn't get reprinted, $1.50 is the low right now. If this doesn't get reprinted, with the growth in Japan, with the growth in Brazil, with the growth in the Europe, other Asian countries, in America, Sink Below and Fate First Scene will continue to go up. Now, they could just reprint it to death and it won't have any value. But as of right now, with how stingy we know LSS being with reprints, pick yourself up a playset when they're $1.50, $2 a piece. Because this could easily be a $5, $10 card. Especially when Japan opens up, when Brazil gets going. Like, these markets are going to continue to evolve. New players are going to come into, I mean, the game's too good. The game's just too damn good not to grow. So it's gonna continue to grow. The bigger we get, the more Fate for Scenes we're gonna need, the more sync belows we're gonna need. If it does not get a reprint, you're gonna wanna have those now. And that's it. So, Arcane Rising. I think most of the cards are undervalued. I think the boxes are undervalued, I think the cases are undervalued. I think I Have a Feeling is undervalued. I think the Legendary is undervalued. That's just my opinion. If you disagree, if you agree, similar takes, dissimilar takes, let me know in the comments. But that's Arcane Rising. Have a great day.